The following event is produced by WCSN, the home of world champions.
Well, straight on immediately to the second of our lightweight finals, and this is the men's lightweight single sculls, and already they're on their way, and I'll give you the rundown as we take off here. And there you are, taking off with Frédéric Dufour of France, who's in lane 3, who was 5th in the lightweight double sculls for his country a year ago. You're now looking at the man who won the gold in this very competition, and that is Vasileios Polymeros of Greece, who's in lane 4. 30 years of age. He was 3rd in the Olympic Games, and I can remember that as well as Hugh can. Wonderful occasion for the host to get a medal. It was perhaps a little unexpected, but he and his partner Skier Thetis did a great job to get that bronze.
Indeed they did, and there are 3 or 4 class scullers in this event. This is the inaugural World Cup of the 2006 season. There are several key nations that are not here. However, I think in almost all the events we've got a representative final of world-class competitors, and in this event, of course, we've got the world champion Polymeros, who we've just been talking about. We've got Rasmus Quist from Denmark. We've got Frédéric Dufour from France. Mark Hunter from Great Britain in lane 2. He's been coming on. He's been around for a year or two, but he's come on strongly, and the whole lightweight squad from Great Britain is looking a bit more dynamic in the water, a bit more lively, and beginning to show some results. So that's under Robin Williams, who was the Cambridge boat race coach for 7 boat races and has lately moved over to the national coaching squad.
So here we come through to the first quarter. Right on the far side there for Holland, that's Gerard van der Linden from the Nereus Club, going through there ahead of Polymeros, who's in lane number 4. And just to give you the rest of the lineup, 2 from the top is Mark Hunter from Marlow, a member of the Leander Club, who was 7th in the lightweight double sculls last year. Frédéric Dufour in 3, who you can see, who's prominent there, 2 from the bottom of your picture. Then you can see Mark Hunter, and then on the far side there is Gerard van der Linden. And the 2 men who are out of your picture at the moment are Rasmus Quist of Denmark, who's in 5, and Jan Vetesnik of the Czech Republic, who's closest to you, who will be in lane number 6. And Vetesnik, who was in the lightweight double sculls with his brother last year on a solo campaign. You'll see his brother in the lightweight double sculls this afternoon.
One significant thing which is already emerging is fast out of the blocks, Gerard van der Linden. He is a good sculler from Netherlands, but he's in lane 1. Slowest out of the blocks, Jan Vetesnik, who we know is a good sculler also. He's in lane 6. It's from right across the board at the moment that the far side, under the shelter of the bank, lanes 1, 2 and 3 are leading lanes 4, 5 and 6, and we've got to watch this one right through the day.
Frédéric Dufour, who was 5th in the lightweight double scull last year, and in the Olympics was a silver medalist with Pascal Touron, and going well there, Mark Hunter. Interesting, this Leander man, because he's also a freeman of the Thames.
Yes, he is, but that's that's because rowing sprang from the taxi drivers who moved around London in the competitive rowing, which began in Great Britain and then spread around the world. Started from the taxi drivers who plied their trade up and down the Thames in the middle of London from the 16th, 17th century onwards, and they had competitions, and if you were a waterman qualified to race in those things like the Doggett's Coat and Badge and the other races, they were for large stakes. They were professional, not amateur, but the tradition hangs on today, and Mark Hunter is one of those. Now, he is leading this race. He is in lane 2. He's taken van der Linden, who led the first 500, and he's still ahead of Polymeros, and he's looking pretty strong, but it is because he's on the far side.
And this must be perhaps a little frustrating for Britain's Zach Purchase, who was runner-up to Polymeros last year in Gifu in the World Championships.
Yeah, Zach Purchase is not out. He's very young. He was 22 last year in Gifu. He has a wrist injury. It's quite difficult to get to the bottom of it because, of course, doctors start talking Hippocratian oaths and the patient secrecy, but I don't think he's going to be out for very long, but he's been out since I think March this year with a wrist injury, and he will be back. But that doesn't stop Hunter having a go at this level and putting himself in the frame for double sculls and Olympic selection later on in the cycle.
Yeah, someone was suggesting he fell off a bike, but if there's anybody out there who knows any better than that, then our email address is rowing@infovoice.de. We're live, we're online, we'd love to hear from you, Hugh Matheson and myself, David Goldstrom, as we go deep into this third quarter, coming to the final quarter now. And as you can see, the world champion is showing why he won the title last year.
Yep, and behind him, Frederick Dufour, behind him, Mark Hunter, and Denmark Rasmus Quist has come up, in spite of being over in lane 5, has come up into 4th place. Vetesnik has come up into 5th, and poor old Gerard van der Linden, who's no slouch, and who got off to a very fast start over in lane 1, he's now dropped back to 6th place.
And interesting, in that last quarter, Polymeros 148.82, Dufour 150.27, Mark Hunter 149.42. And it's those splits that tell you how this race is going. And now you've got a real old tussle going on between Mark Hunter in the bronze medal position. Also coming up there is Denmark's Rasmus Quist, who's very experienced, silver medalist in the lightweight double scull last year with Mads Rasmussen. So he's not entirely out of this. But
Mark Hunter is now at 37 strokes a minute and challenging Frederick Dufour. Dufour would normally expect to have Hunter well under control, and I think this is two things happening. One is the slight lane bias, and two, the British lightweight team is sharper, more dynamic, and sculling faster than before, and Hunter's part of that renaissance.
Well, he's worthy of the position he's going to finish in here, but also full praise, no excuses for Polymeros, who out there in lane number 4 has brought it home in some style, and he looks very comfortable, very smooth, and that is a very good start to his competitive international season. Dufour for France in 2nd place, and then Mark Hunter of Great Britain 3rd, and they're on the near side coming in pretty close there between Quist and van der Linden. We'll wait for the official result on that one, and then it'll be Vetesnik, I think, in 6th place. But no doubt, Hugh, the 1, 2, 3, Greece, France, Great Britain, Polymeros, Dufour, and Mark Hunter, decent outing. A short break with us here on Eurosport. Back very shortly for the lightweight men's pair. Hopefully those of you who are with us on the world streaming enjoying the action here. Our next race, the lightweight men's pairs, just confirmation there. Gerard van der Linden holding on, but only just, to deny Rasmus Quist of 4th place.
This event was produced by WCSN, the home of world champions.